When my parents separated, my mom moved us, my brothers and I, to a garden apartment in New Jersey. It was in a complex of about 20 two-story brick buildings, all with views of parking lots. There were some families there, but mostly single people.
Some were grad students, some were divorced, some were guys who still lived with their mothers. You didn't see much of the adults. They went to and from their cars. The lights in their windows went on and off. The way the doorways were angled to the apartments, you couldn't see much when they came in and out. Maybe just a coat rack, a bicycle. Often, just a mirror.
Of the kids who lived in the neighborhood, most were also children of divorced parents. We kind of clumped together in packs and looked for things to do.
There wasn't much for fun. There was a playground with swings, a slide, and a chain-link fence. In the summer there was a pool. There was a promise of tennis courts that were never built. And there was a dirty little stream that ran along the outer edge of the complex where we'd find sticker bushes and abandoned shopping carts. Somehow we'd always wind up there, poking sticks in the mud. We spent a lot of time speculating about other people's lives. The Asian kids in Building 12. Did they ever do anything other than homework? The Spanish teacher in Building 9. Was she a drunk? The fat guy in the corner of 14 who got into screaming fits whenever anyone parked in his space. Was he beating his wife? And what was up with that lady on the second floor of Building 7? She was youngish and small and often sat in her balcony with her cat. Her hair was black and her skin was waxy. Her large round glasses gave her an owlish look, so that when she smiled and said hi to us as we passed underneath her, we felt skittish, exposed. We scattered without saying a word in return.
We called her the cat lady, although to be fair, she had only one. An orange and white cat with a meow that sounded like a cross between hello and ow, as in ow that hurt. She released the cat from the front door of her apartment at the same time every day. And at the same time every day, she came downstairs to let her cat back in.
Once, as I was walking by alone, I saw her kneel down to pick up her cat, and her bathrobe swung open, just a little and very briefly. As she lifted up her cat and drew herself together, she turned and looked me in the eye. Briefly, but very directly. That night, as I went to sleep, I saw her orange cat and her waxy skin and her bare legs and her large, owly eyes.
I didn't see anything more of her until late that summer. It was a dull, hot August afternoon. I was poking around the creek with some other kids looking for something to do. We found a cat, dead. It couldn't have been there too long. It was stiff, but it didn't stink much.
I recognized it immediately. "I know whose this is," I said. No one wanted to touch it. Suddenly I felt brave. While the others watched, I ran to a nearby dumpster. I was in luck. I found a cardboard box just the right size. Better still, it had a delivery slip. And I found a pen, too.
My heart racing, I tipped the cat into the box using a stick in the edge of one flap. I folded the flaps together to seal the cat within the box. I wrote "Special Delivery" on the slip and tucked it halfway under one of the flaps.
"What are you going to do?" the others asked. "What are you going to do?"
"Watch," I said. They followed behind me as I carried the box to the cat lady's door. All the while, I anticipated her surprise. The look on her face as she opened the box, that look on her face. I put the box at the door and rang the bell. I swallowed hard. I heard footsteps coming down the stairs.
We scattered. From where I lay under a parked car, my face almost pressed against the hot, sweet-smelling asphalt, I couldn't see her at all, but I could hear her a little.
Much of what she said wasn't at all clear, but among the words that came through were me